Mob. MSL. Episode. Damn. What episode? 104. If I'm wrong, I get it right. But we on the yard, man, as requested by the homies. Special yard live, man. Pull it up. Chat with my niggas. Last man standing. To the last man standing. That's how we usually do it. Nah, that's a lot. That sounds like too much motherfucking pressure, but yeah, man. We back, bro. We back in the building, cuz. I'm going ahead and drop the link for the homies early. And I'm finna get right, you know what I'm saying? Your boy finna get right, man. I'm in a good mood. Got a whole bunch of goodies. Bro, it feel like Christmas around me, man. So your boy finna get right. Your boy finna get right. Yo, drop the Activision username. Bet. My Activision username. Yep, matter of fact. We can hop on that duty, bro. While I'm waiting on the homies to pull up. And my Activision user is bang. Try that one, bro. See if you can add me. And I can see the chat perfectly, so we good to go. This bright ass monitor, I might not need a light on me too. And I got some chips. I mean, some popcorn, bro. For the right cop the munch. Hey, bro, that's my Activision account. So all y'all boys who on that duty, link it up. You know what I'm saying? Rewatch game if y'all boys be on that duty. They got my Activision account right there, bro. Find me, link it up. Go out there and shoot some folks, man. But where the homies at, dog? They taking anything away too? I told them I was coming right back. Oh, Ryan made me go live for nothing. I hope not, at least. I'm trying to turn this light so it gonna be on my monitor with a big old glare. I'm glad the monitor do got like a matte finish though, so the glare ain't too bad. It was good though, fellas, man. We on the yard, bro. We on the motherfucking yard, cool. I just put out these, bro. I'm addicted to these. Like these, so gas, man. I'm sitting there looking. These joints hard. Even the box hard. Y'all see the box, cool. I don't even think I showed y'all the box real good. Let's look at the box, dog. Even got Brian little ugly face right there. Oh, that's gas. Top of the box, gas. Probably got it upside down, but it's still gas. You know what I'm saying? Brian, go crazy, cuz. Male swag. Dropping the mob emojis. Lou, haven't been on the tube in a while. Congrats on passing the 100 episode mark, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate that, man. I definitely appreciate that, bro. Been grinding, dog. Been grinding, can't stop grinding. That's all it is. They had to keep on grinding. We in there now. Beat lit. Beat lit, bro. We on them hundreds hard. And I sneak took a day off. I'm trying to catch up. They got my bro G Fish right there. I gotta put my headphones on now. What it do, partner?
Boo, 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 boo.
Nigga, my nigga said, what's good, say?
All we do is slang dope.
Ah.
All we do is slang dope.
Hey, cool. How
I'm
you
on
feel
my
about that
West Side
Red
Gun
Man
shit.
video, bro?
All right. It's funny,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm about to goddamn throw my Red Man card in the trash, y'all.
Bro, all I'm gonna say for real is like the video. Now the video fire, but I can't fake, man. Like the song sonically sound a little dated, bro. That shit sound a little old. If I heard the song without seeing the video, I'd be like, man, goddamn, Method Man, come on, cuz. But
Yeah.
I mean, not Method Man, but Red Man. You know what I'm saying? But still, at the end of the day, like I can't fake that motherfucking video gas. He still got dope ass video.
Nah, I was talking to my homeboy about that shit today. I was kind of like, Red Man need to take his ass back to that fucking apartment in Jersey for a month, yo. Like real talk. Like some rappers need to give the people what they want. Like people want that Muddy Waters red.
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying? At this point in your career, you're not gonna grab the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? So just give the people what they want, yo.
Cater to you. You saying at this point he should cater to his hardcore fans.
Yeah, and listening to the Eminem shit, it's kind of like that single, the video for that single, that shit trash.
Was
And
the
then
Eminem
there's
shit
like,
gas? I ain't heard the M shit though.
I don't think that shit gas to me. And then like I was listening to it at work today. I listened to it twice, and I only got one song. The other shit was kind of like repetitive.
I gotta
But he
find
didn't pick.
another.
He didn't pick his beats though. Somebody else did his beats.
I need to finesse to get a new thumbnail on this junk, but I don't think they fucking with this thumbnail.
He snapped on the joint with him and what's her name? M.A.
Yeah.
Young M.A. Yeah, that's the second song on that bitch.
I heard M spaz, but they say everybody saying it's because it wasn't on one of his beats. They like, you know what, everybody know it. Well, I ain't gonna say everybody know, but motherfuckers don't like M beats too tough, so people say he snapped because he was on a different beat.
It's 3 Eminems, yo. It's Shady, then there's a Marshall, and then there's Eminem. Eminem is the I'm Not Afraid motherfucker. And then you got the Marshall Mathers. Yeah. And then when Shady coming out, you know he gonna give you that stupid pop, you know what I'm saying, song. And then he gonna go crazy. He need to figure out how to put all 3 of them personalities together. And like the recipe for me, for him,
nice.
That nigga need me. Also, I go get you. I'll pick. He need Fat Joe to pick his fucking beats.
Yeah.
He need goddamn Styles P to help him. He needs Styles P and West Side Gun to help him pick his fucking like how to structure the fucking album. And to like Eminem don't have to cater to fans.
Pretty much like he has the lyrical ability to do anything. He just need to be led in the right direction with his lyrical ability, pretty much.
Yes. And Fat Joe know how to pick beats, yo.
Yeah, that motherfucker do now. Joe pick a hit on your ass. That motherfucker just like did it as far as pulling out a sample on your motherfucking ass, boy. He'll blow the dust out some shit.
Or he need to get Jake. He need J. Cole and Styles P to help him format that shit. That's one thing J. Cole good at.
Travis Scott structured the fuck out of beat too. He like graded. I feel like Travis nasty as hell at putting new transitions in the beat. As far as
Yeah.
it sound like something, and then he turned that shit to a whole nother shit, but it flow really good still.
Yeah, I won't talk more on that structure level. I'm talking about as direction.
Gotcha. Right.
Direction. Like J. Cole probably be the best one. J. Cole and Styles P could help him better.
Think
But
so?
as far as the beat, yeah, that was a good pick, Travis Scott.
Right. Eminem on a Travis Scott beat, niggas will lose. Niggas gonna listen just to see what the fuck it come off like.
I don't know, man. I just look at it like this. You dropped the album and fucking Royce the 5'9" just dropped the song, and the song way harder than your album. He only dropped the single.
Damn. I gotta hear that shit. I gotta hear that Royce now. But nah, for
That's
real,
why I
for real.
keep
Mel
that's why I
called
keep
it in the
singing that
way. He
shit.
said they niggas be out of touch. Just like Cassidy with them motherfucking bootcut beats.
But see, that's why I keep singing that song. All we do is slang dope.
Hey.
Yo.
What it do?
Yo,
We back.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
man.
boy, you sound fire. That sound good.
Yeah, I decided to move it upstairs and back into the office. You know what I mean? So I was downstairs originally. So I decided to move it upstairs into the office the sneaker room office, whatever you want to call it. But I don't know whether the signal's like.
Nah, your voice cutting through still pretty pretty sharp, bro. That's why I like these Yetis, man. Even for online, it still cut through pretty good.
Nice.
Even on Streamlabs, it's gonna sound even better on Streamlabs, but nah, you sounding good right now.
Good, because that's the thing. I think sort of like one of the things that I've even noticed in when you're making videos, even when you're making YouTube videos, and you kind of listen to the playback, and you're like, the mic don't sound too nice, or whatever. Yeah, I mean, nothing sounds just right, especially if you're like using the phone, because I usually record a lot of videos on the phone.
Right.
It doesn't sound as nice and crisp as like your lives, and I'm like, man, Davey's nice. He sound nice on the mic. I don't. Yeah, I mean, end of the day, I mean, pause, but it sounds nice on the mic still. You know what I'm saying? So like, I needed to up my game. So hopefully this just up it a little bit, because I want to do more lives. I think so. Like I told everyone before I went away. So before I went traveling and working abroad or whatever. Like all the guys and all my friends, even the guys I work with, were like, yeah, I'll do some lives. Even my old homeboys, they were like, yeah, man, let's get in, because we wanted to discuss Brexit and all the little points. Because being kind of from the hood anyway, like, and a lot of us have grown up, we kind of want to have those conversations now, like, and show people that we can have those conversations that we couldn't have in the past, around politics. Yeah, I'm saying, and around how we should be operating and why we should be involved, especially as black people. I think sort of like as black people, we're not heavily involved in politics like we should be. And we kind of, do you see what I'm saying? And that's a problem. To me, that's a big problem.
It's a problem, but I feel like it's more or less what people are financially, to where politics are important in their life. If you are in a place to where politics are going to affect your pockets directly, then yeah. But for the most part, like, we have to get it on our own. It don't matter who in office, motherfuckers still gonna have to struggle or either make their own dollar. So I guess that's why we don't really particularly care about politics too tough. Or I don't, speaking for myself.
Yeah,
but I still like to know what's going on.
Yeah, and this is it. I think sort of like we kind of grow up. Even my parents, you know what I mean, they kind of vote a certain way. So kind of how you have your Democrats and Republicans, we have Labour and the Conservatives, right?
Right.
And my parents generally vote Labour because that's the left side, and the ones when they came to England were the ones that were trying to change things, because just like America, the UK was very racist. We were, I mean, even though, I mean, my grandparents were kind of British citizens coming from the West Indies, coming over or whatever, and battling the situation, they were treated in a way that wasn't right. So, I mean, they had all the same stuff going on like you had going on in America, but it was just going on for them in England. So they voted that way, but nothing changes. And that's
I
the
think a
shame.
lot of people don't know that, bro. I think people think racism only exists in one place, and I be trying to let motherfuckers know, like, it don't matter where you at in this world, bro. You black, you black. It don't matter where
You
you
black,
at.
you're
You know
black.
what I'm saying?
Your black's universal, fam. And this is
Yeah,
it.
this shit is
Black's
universal, cuz.
universal, fam. You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. Like, I was trying to tell my friend the other day, like, it kind of ghetto, when you live in a ghetto and you grow up in the ghetto, that's universal. So it seems to be like when you grow up in the hood, whether it's in the UK, whether there's man in Poland, Russia, whatever, if you grow up in the ghetto, you have that mentality that you'll grow up with, and you've got to carry yourself a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You've
Right.
got to hold it down a certain way, and you've got to act a certain way. And yeah, I mean, one of the struggles that
It's a
we have,
defense mechanism out of
yeah,
survival. You got to
yeah,
move to survive. You know, that's all
yeah,
it is to it.
yeah, that's 110%. So,
Legit
yeah, I mean,
survival.
and this is it. So what comes with it is the bravado, right? Because we got to stand up and we got to be seen to be tough and strong and not have no feelings and whatever else goes with it. Do you see what I'm saying? And in our community, that's a big problem. That's a big problem.
That shit mental warfare, because you sitting there
Yeah,
negating all of these feelings that are actually there, and you're
yeah.
taught to be numb to those feelings. Yeah, it's definitely a problem. That's why
It's a
motherfuckers be
problem. You see what I'm saying? Because people talk about soldiers having PTSD. I grew up in the ghetto. I had PTSD just from going. Yeah, you know what I mean, I heard gunshots from the age of 5. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to duck bullets as a teenager. You know what I'm saying? And that's life. That's the UK. And people forget that if you're growing up in that environment, we're not thinking anything of it. We're thinking that's normal. Yeah, we think that, yeah, if we got to walk a certain way, it's late at night, we got to carry something because we're walking in someone else's ends or whatever. We may get rushed or whatever. We got to be prepared. Now, that's the ghetto situation. So
and
that
like you
to
said,
me
guess
is a
what though? It's
problem.
normal. It's normal
Yeah,
for us. It's normal.
yeah.
It's
And listen,
perfectly normal for people to be arguing at a gas station,
yeah,
somebody to get in a fight, and you expect to hear shots a little bit later, depending
yeah.
on what's going down. All of that's normal, and none of it would surprise me. Will it
Listen,
surprise somebody else that's not
mm,
from what we speaking of? Of course, that shit is definitely not normal for
it's
you to
not.
be
It's not.
hearing
It's not.
gunshots at 5 and it affects you. Yeah, I'm right, it affects you. Do we know the effects? Nah, other than our
No.
attitude and how we move. But
It's not until later on, right? Until we grow up and then we
right,
have kids and then we get ourselves maybe in a position to move slightly out the ghetto, maybe a bit further. We kind of start to see life outside of that situation.
and you start
You see
talking
what
to
I'm
people
saying?
who never been there, and that's not their
Yeah.
reality, and they looking at you crazy for acting a certain way. Like, why do you act like that? Why do you talk like
Hmm.
this?
And this is the struggle, right? So, like a lot of, I guess, our people struggle with the workplace. Why do
Mm-hmm.
they struggle with the workplace? Because
Authority.
not authority. It's not just authority. It's because their lifestyle makes them act in a certain way. The
Yeah.
authority figure may talk to them in a certain way. That in the ghetto, if you talk to me in that way, I'm gonna slap you.
Right. And I don't get
You
paid
see what I'm
enough to
saying?
put up with this bullshit. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
authority be a lot of the shit because niggas be flexing their positions on people, and it's like, bro, I literally do not get paid enough to sit here and let you speak to me this way.
Exactly. But
Or
then you
for the
turn
work that I'm doing. Like, my work ethic alone, I could make more working for myself. That's what I
yeah,
had to figure out.
and this is it, right? So we need to learn to traverse these situations. Yeah. And that's
Mm-hmm.
the key. And that means that you got to leave a lot of the street mentality behind.
Right.
You see
That's
what I'm
true.
saying? To be able to traverse these business areas, look at Jay-Z, right? What he's had to do, yeah,
You gotta
regardless,
adapt to evolve. You
you've got
gotta
to
adapt.
adapt.
You got to adapt.
Yeah, and Jay-Z is the biggest artist I would say who's traversed those situations, because you saw it with the Dame Dash, and that's the difference between Dame Dash and Jay-Z.
He
And
couldn't
regardless
adjust.
of Yeah, regardless of Dame Dash's how much I respect him, yeah, and how he talks and how he carries himself or whatever. Yes, I get it, Dame. But in the business world, that's not tolerated. You got to understand, to traverse in this world, you're dealing with people who don't have our experiences.
Right.
If they don't have our experiences, well, we have those conversations. And yeah, like me and my friends, we may talk to each other in a certain way. And like the same as you may talk to your friends, right? You'll be like,
Of
no,
course.
like,
All
what?
the
You're
way
crazy. You don't
disrespectful.
know.
I say stuff to my friends that I could not say to nobody's face without getting in a fight. But we my
You see what
friends, so
I'm
that's why
saying?
we do that shit.
This is it. This is it. And Dame Dash is kind of a prime example of when ghetto gets in the way of you being able to excel.
What Dave said, when keeping it real goes wrong.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, and I respect Dame. I respect Dame all day. I respect Dame all day. He's my guy. He's my guy. He's got a lot of knowledge. I like what he tries to do. I like what he's trying to do as a businessman. I respect it. I will support him all day. But in the
Dame
same,
say the shit that people need to hear. His delivery
yeah,
is just a little out. His delivery seems far-fetched. Far-fetched seeing the business where he's at, where he's at in his business. It seemed a little wild for him to be talking the way he's talking, but he's not saying nothing wrong.
and
You
this
know
is
what I'm
it,
saying?
right?
Like if
Definitely,
he was in
definitely.
Jay-Z's position, everything that he saying would be taken as gold because he would have all of this shit publicly, or you know what I'm saying, in the public opinion, he would have the footway to talk all this shit. But just because he had the mentality don't mean that he's wrong, or the position or stature where he's at. You see what I'm saying? I guarantee you, if you trade Jay-Z for Dame Dash and he's still saying all of the same shit, motherfucker will be writing it down, putting it in the book, because
Yeah,
that would be the way to be successful, right?
yeah, yeah.
And that's the only difference. But it's like what you were saying, when keeping it real goes wrong, or you know what I'm saying, it's a time and place for that shit. You got to be able to tone it down or adjust. And I feel like in some situations Dame wouldn't able to adjust, or he would be in a
I don't.
position that will warrant the shit
Yeah,
that he's talking.
because he believes, and he believes the respect he has in the street should carry him the same through business.
Right,
Do you see what I'm
right.
saying?
Whole different
He,
ball game.
yeah, it's a whole different ball game. You have to understand, these kind of guys don't have our experiences. If they don't have our experiences, you have to treat them in a way that the same way I treat my children.
Right.
So when I talk to my children, I don't talk to them like they're my boys in the street. You know why? Because I want them to have different experiences.
Nice.
Right. So I don't say certain things to them. I don't talk to them in a certain way. I don't talk tough to them. I don't try and be bad with them. I don't try and make them the bad guy. I don't try and make them, oh yeah, you're a rude boy, spud me, whatever. Yeah. I don't do it.
Right.
Yeah. For my children, it's about, you know what, go and get an education. Yeah. Show me the paperwork. You know why? That's going to carry you a little bit further, because yeah, there's money to be made in the street. No word of a lie. Everyone knows that. Everyone's tried to make money in the street. Everyone's made some money in the street. However, right?
That's the way to do it, man. Motherfuckers
yeah,
don't know how to. They don't know when to get out. The thing is, people think the street life is forever. That shit is so temporary. That's the most temporary. That shit is. I mean, I wouldn't advise nobody to be dealing with no street shit more than you need to, because people try to make a career out of it, and that's where they fuck up.
yeah. And
I don't judge nobody for doing nothing. I understand, man. It's a million ways to get money the legal way. I advise you to goddamn find something you passionate about and try to monetize that. But if not, I'm not judging nobody. I mean, any successful person that got their fingernails dirty, I'm pretty sure at least once. You know what I'm saying?
You have to. If you don't, even in the business world, it's cutthroat, right?
Yeah, they all the way. They
move
get their
funny.
nails dirty, but it's different ways. Yeah,
right. Yeah, they all move funny.
They slime more. They slime motherfuckers and smile in your face with it.
Yeah, and this is what you have to learn, right? This is the difference. That all the stuff is translatable. Everything you learn doing business in the street is, so Dame's right, it's translatable. Yeah, because if I can hustle in the street, I can hustle anywhere.
Anywhere.
Anywhere. That's what I found out.
The thing is literally easier hustling anywhere else because you know what I'm saying?
I ain't got a competition to. The difference is, right, if I'm hustling in the workplace to get by and I'm making that money, making that paper, I'm making the right moves, working the system,
Mm-hmm.
and someone feels a bit salty, you can't shoot me first.
No, you can't. You really can't.
You can't shoot me first, right?
You ain't got to
You
worry
can-
about no new dude. You ain't got to worry about nobody getting out of jail trying to get no rank they used to have back. Like, you ain't got to worry about none of that.
You know what I'm saying? I
do is
can't go worry about that.
Now you can slime a motherfucker, throw a nigga up under the bus, get you a promotion, but worst case scenario, you gonna get paid what you were just getting paid.
This is it. So if the guy, because I've been in those situations, even in the business world, I've been in those situations where, you know what I'm saying, the guy who's supposed to be down with you and you think he's riding with you or whatever, turns out he's not riding with you at all.
Right.
He's only riding with you to get the ins and outs, to go back, chat his business and
get these connections.
Get to know who you know. He wants to tell the boss what you're up to, what's going on, or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying? Who you're talking to, which girls you're looking on, or whatever. Everyone's
But you just put him on game though. You done taught this motherfucker everything he know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you have to turn around and go, okay, I see where you're going, but then you just have to move differently.
You know what? The thing I used to hate about the corporate world is like, is literally what you're saying. It's like, not to say you gotta kiss ass, because I never did. I always, with the corporate world, you either gotta have hella work ethic or you gotta kiss some ass. Me, I was always a person that's gonna let my work speak.
Yeah.
So if I'm working, if I'm showing you literal, if I'm changing the numbers in your business while I'm there presently, yes, my time is very, very valuable to you. I was always work ethic, so now I ain't got to kiss ass.
Yeah.
If I'm showing you the motherfucker ass to kiss, like, hey, if I'm teaching you the ropes, like this one, that one, this one, that one, this one, pull that string, you come in the game and throw me up under the bus, and I done taught you everything you know, motherfucker. Like, that's no fuck.
Yeah,
that's why I can't take the corporate world, because in the streets I can slap shit out somebody for that shit.
Yeah.
In the corporate world, you gotta motherfucker shit on you and smile in your face. Like, it's crazy.
And this is it. So the only way to navigate that is the way I found to navigate it, right? The way I found to navigate is straight up just easy, right? And it's a lesson that I learned over a long period, is to just suck it up. You know what? Get your paperwork right, because I work in IT, so at the end of the day, I always have to study whatever and do whatever, right? So when he was chatting his shit, I just let it go. You know why? I went and got my next piece of paper. I went to my boss. I said, "What? You're gonna give me some money? Like, I want." You know what I'm saying? Like, I've got more qualifications. I've got more than my guy who was chatting shit. Are you gonna pay me?
What's good?
You know, he turned around. He goes, "No." I said, "All right, cool." 2 weeks later, I turned up. I asked him to come. I said, "Listen, we just need to have a little chat. Is that okay?" Took him inside. He was like, "Oh, what's up? You know what I mean? Are you okay?" Blah, 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 blah. I said, "Yeah, I'm good." I passed him 2 envelopes. In both envelopes was 2 job offers for 10 grand more.
Hey, let's get it. How you gonna act?
Yeah,
How you gonna act, sir?
What are you gonna say now?
Yeah, where we gonna go from here? How you gonna act?
You see what I'm saying? So he just like kind of looked at me. I was like, oh, he was like, oh, it's going to be sad to lose you because, you know, blah, 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 blah. Listen, within 6 months of me going, they sacked him.
Man. Ooh. Damn.
And do you see what I'm saying?
6 months.
How to maneuver within 6 months of me leaving, because obviously when they turn around and say, oh,
we don't need him.
Yeah, because he's like, he's gone to the bosses, and they're like, well, we can't pay him that sort of money. Do you see what I'm saying? And like, because that's a 10K.
Either they can't or they don't want to.
They don't want to.
Right.
They don't want to. Yeah. But when I've left now, they're asking everybody, so what do we do if there's this problem? Well, I don't know. Tyrone knew that.
These ones don't even know how to run the business, and they so stupid. They don't do proper training. They will work a motherfucker to death. So instead of bringing people in and training people up how they're supposed to, they will take one person and work them to fucking death. That's any job. That's any corporate world. They find the workhorse. They find the person with the high work ethic. Yeah, we're gonna treat you good. We're gonna give you anything you want to. Shit, you can show up late to work you want to, but we finna work your motherfucking ass to death when you here.
Yeah, and this is it. So, and this is why, you know what I mean, my last job that I was doing as I guess, permanent, working for someone else. It was the same sort of situation, right? Going in every day, working my bone, whatever. I'm managing 16 guys. So I've got 16 guys to manage, right? Managing
Headache.
these guys,
That sounds like a
whatever,
motherfucking
whatever.
headache.
It is a headache. It is a headache, right? It's a
16 whole different
16
grown
guys.
personalities. Hell no.
You and like you have the different age ranges. We got some younger kids. We got some kids who are in their 20s, some in their 30s, and some
You
older
got the
guys.
OGs, youngest day ones, and the new members in that bitch.
And like they all got problems. 16 people with problems. So everything's a problem, right? And you got to manage it. So it got to a point where, you know what? I went to hospital. I was in hospital for a while. I didn't feel well. And I said, you know what? I was driving back to work after being in hospital. I went, you know, I don't fancy this. Went into the office, told my boss I don't fancy it. Ended up leaving, yeah, and then starting my own business because I couldn't do it anymore. I just had enough of dealing with the stuff.
Right.
Dealing with not just him, but the corporate stuff that's on top of it. Because if the guys have got problems, the company's got problems. If you don't give me the finances or the support to be able to deal with their problems, yeah, I look bad.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying? I'm managing these 16 guys, so I'm gonna look bad. They're looking at me like, "What's going on, T? Like, you're not gonna."
I ain't know what's going on. Y'all gotta back me, motherfucker. You put me in this position, nigga. Make that shit count.
Make that shit count. But this is it, and this is it. When you got a good set of guys, you can make it work, right?
Right.
Because when you're in a situation where things aren't going right with a customer or whatever, and there's a problem, yeah. You need the guys to be able to sit down and say, you know what, rather than it being 5:30 and I'm going home, you know, I'll work until the situation's done.
Let's handle this shit, right?
Yeah, but you got to find a way as a boss or someone looking after them to make sure that if you're doing that or they're doing that they get paid, they get compensated.
Facts,
right? So you got to move.
They got to work on both
way.
parts. If they gonna, they got to work on both parts. Yeah,
you got to work on both parts. And like I said, I was an engineer for years, so I understood the job, and I think that makes a difference. If you understand what's going on in the business itself and you understand the technology, it makes it easier for the guys to respect you. But in the same breath, you don't want them to treat you as a friend.
Nah,
which is hard.
Because that's where you fucked up. Yeah, and especially if a motherfucker working hard, just like, damn, man, this is my nigga right here. He be busting ass, but you can't treat the nigga special. Then he gonna get big headed, think he ain't got to do shit no more.
Yeah, they start talking back to you and shit, and you're like, motherfucker. If I wasn't, you know what I mean, because I remember one day, one of the young guys started to talk, innit? He started talking like he's getting bossy, and I was like, I just said, look, bruv, I'm not that guy. I'm not that type of guy. I'm just not that type.
This ain't that, bro. This ain't what you want, bro.
Yeah, I'm not that type of guy. I said, listen, bro, 100%. I grew up in London. You're not on it. You're not on it. I said, listen, look, I'll talk to you outside. So I took him outside. You know what I told him? I said, listen, fam, when I was 13, 14, I was robbing guys bigger than you. Let me tell you that now. I was taking them out. Allow me. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? I'm a problem, and you probably you don't need.
I'm dumb as hell, bro. Hey, look. I'm certified.
Yeah, exactly. I move a certain way, and I know I keep it all cheery, and I smile, but I'm not that kind of guy. When I move in a certain way,
right?
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Because like.
Sometimes you gotta let people know, bro. I'm not afraid of nobody but myself. I don't give a fuck how I come out to you. I don't give this. Don't let the smile fuck you up, bro. I'm a cheerful person, man. I like to spread good energy. But when that shit get dark, man, it's time 10. I'm way more like I feel like I'm way more mean and vengeful than I am nice, and I'm a pretty nice fucking guy, cuz. So I really don't like to go there. And the seriousest part about it, why I don't like to go there with people, because I literally don't know what I'm gonna do in a situation. I just know I'm gonna go. I don't know to what extent. I don't know how far I'm gonna take this shit. I don't know how bad someone's gonna get hurt. I just know I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, it go back to me saying I'm not afraid of nobody but my motherfucking self, because I don't know what I'm gonna do to your ass, fool, or the person. Not you know what I'm saying? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do.
Said, man. And this is why I said, like, at the end of the day, and this is what you got to learn, right? And that's in work, you got to carry yourself a certain way. On the street, carry yourself a certain way. But what does that mean later on? Well, when you start your own business and you're working for yourself and you're trying to move yourself, when you got to maybe talk to certain people, like, and this is what I'm saying, later on, when say you get those corporate sponsorships or whatever, you're able to have those conversations, right? In a certain way that they respect. You're able to, and this is what I say, that people say Tony's really successful, right? Tony D2 well. People say, well, yeah, it's because he maneuvers in a certain way. If you listen to Tony, how he carries himself, you know that if I was in a meeting with Tony, yeah, things are going to be said the right way. He's going to carry himself the right way. And that's what counts. Those are the things that count, even in our business. I can't go into, maybe I could go into Nike if I was a Jay-Z or a Eminem and say, fuck this shoe, it looks shit.
Fuck that shit. You can't though, you really can't.
Yeah, you gotta find another way. Say maybe it's
depending on how long you've been there. Like, you can't just walk in the door like, man,
fuck this shoe, man.
Facts though. That's for real.
You gotta carry yourself in a certain way that makes people understand the same conversation. You see what I'm saying? Because you can have a conversation in a certain way, and it's about, we need to control our emotions. We're an emotional people. Yeah, we need to control our emotions.
Emotional and defensive as hell. Way too offensive. Defensive to a point where we sometimes don't know when we're being attacked and when it's literally constructive. Because that's been my problem. I'm only speaking for myself at this point, and I know I'm not the only one. Someone could be telling me some shit, trying to help, and depending on their delivery and how I receive it. In a text message, I never read text messages the right way. I never interpret them shits right, bro. You see what I'm saying? Motherfucker could be telling me some legit shit, and I'm reading that shit like you're yelling at me. Type shit, you know? So you can't tell tone or voice or none of that shit. So
this is, but we all do it, right?
And it's all just because I'm natural. I always been defensive as fuck. People picked on me since the longest. That's how I got them. I either had to joke, but I had to learn how to fight and joke at the same fucking time. You see what I'm saying? Because it's like, all right, these motherfuckers joking on me because I can't joke with them. Once I learn how to joke with them, it's like, damn, now I gotta learn how to fight too. Y'all niggas get mad when I'm winning the joke, when I want to fight. So, you know what I mean? It's all of understanding that where we come from, that's not it everywhere all the time. It's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not too far from removed from the person that I used to be, but man, I definitely know how to separate. I know how to separate.
This is key because I see it all the time. I see it with my friends, right? And even my brother or whatever, right? I see him have conversations with his kid. And I'm like, right, he talks to his kid like he's the road man, like he used to hang out with, like, bro.
I know what a road man is.
Yeah, I
know what a road man is.
You're talking to your kid like he's a road man. And like,
no, he can't talk to the kids like a road man.
No, for real. Listen, I'm telling you, if you ever heard my brother,
why you bullshitting, bro? That's how my mom used to talk to me, though, bro. You know what? The crazy thing is that shit can go one or two ways, right?
Yeah.
Your kid can look at it and decipher, like, okay, I know I don't want to be like this when I grow up. Look at it and use it as an excuse of why they are the reason why they are. But I always feel like we got a choice. And that's why I worded it like that. Motherfuckers be using their upbringing as an excuse or a crutch. But still, I feel like if you came up rough, then you had the perfect example of what the fuck not to do.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
That's true. But I had the same conversation, right? I had the same conversation with like my brother about my dad. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because obviously my dad carries a certain way. He's a West Indian man. He came over. He's a West Indian man. He's just gonna handle you a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So when you walked in the house, he weren't gonna talk to me like I was English. You know, what I go on my youth, what yeah, hey, look at pussy, like oh, I got like a pussy outside. You know what I'm saying?
That's
what
how my uncle used to talk to me. That's a crazy thing. The exact opposite of what you saying. Like that's how we know, bro. That's how I came up. My mama talked to me like I was somebody in the fucking street, and my uncle walk up on me. What's up with you pussy ass nigga? What's your little wait? What's up, pussy boys? Me and my home, we out there shooting basketball. What's up, pussy boys? All y'all some pussy boys. I'm like, God damn, cool. Uncle, I'm gonna beat your ass when I get big.
Yeah, it's like, give me a break. You know what I'm saying? I'm 5.
Right, I'm 5. I swear, I'm 8, my nigga. Come on, cuz, let me ride. Let me ride.
Let me ride. You know what I'm saying? Because this is it. And
nigga, I just figured out Santa Claus ain't real. Now my whole fuck nigga like this is too much at one time, bro. It's too much.
Exactly, allow me, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when I grew up, it was crazy.
I don't even know what to do at Easter time no more. Y'all niggas got that. Y'all don't fuck everything. It's too much at one time.
Yeah. And this is it, you know what I mean? In the black household, Santa didn't exist. The Santa didn't exist in my house, right?
You grow up fast than the motherfucker, bro. You grow up fast.
Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, my little nephew, who I took, if you've seen one of my videos, I took him sneaker shopping. He's 10, right? This guy... My brother turned around as soon as he could speak and said, "There's no fucking Santa. I bought the presents." Straight like that. Straight like that. Not even I may let him live until he goes to school. Nothing. Straight.
Your brother subscribed to that same shit. My mom dudes was on like, fuck, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna talk to her how the world gonna talk to you, and you goddamn find happiness on your own. But this how the world gonna treat you. And literally, dog, like that's why a lot of shit really don't. I'm how we were saying we're not surprised by a lot of shit because I seen so much shit firsthand at the crib by mom dudes. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit I'm really not surprised by, bro. It can go one or two ways, man. You can let it fuck you up, or you know what I'm saying, just know how to navigate. I guess
you gotta learn to navigate, man. That's my way. I learned to navigate, man. I had to, man. I wanted to get that big paper, so I knew I had to learn to navigate in a certain way. Because when I started making more money working than I was making it on road,
right?
That's the switch. You see what I'm saying? That's when you have to switch. You have to make that choice. Yeah, you have to make that choice.
For me, once I seen the potential to make more money, just grinding it out, then like you were saying, making on road. I like that on road because you motherfuckers ain't hip on road yet. You know what I'm saying? But bro, when I was on road, man, I would come in the house with some good days, man. I come in the house and just throw, hey, baby mama, count it. You know, mama bet she's in the military, and she's a first class. She just took the chief exam, so that would make her an E7 if you know what I'm saying, if you know rank. She just took the test for E7, bro. She at E6 right now. She make nice fucking bread, been in double-digit years, really close to retiring. When I got to the point where I was walking in the house throwing her money that was more than her motherfucking checks, you know what I'm saying? That's on road money. I was like, okay. That's one that, like we was talking about before. I know I can't get spoiled with this shit because I know it ain't forever. This shit is not. This is very motherfucking temporary. So that's why I start buying camera equipment and educating myself with, you know what I'm saying, technology, because I know I can set myself up and put myself in a position to make my own goddamn bread. So I started YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And once I said if I ever hit 10K, that's enough motherfuckers to brand myself and turn myself into something. And like you said, goddamn, come off road. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because
I seen the potential. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I never seen the money that I was making on road through YouTube, but I see the potential. And that's enough for me to, you know what I'm saying, really be militant about my freedom around this motherfucker.
This is it. And that's the key, right? That's the key.
That chief money crazy though.
What? Man, she just took the test for it. I swear to God, I hope she get it, bro.
Remember I told you my pops went through the same thing and he took the test, but he didn't he didn't get to see him pass. Like he took it
yeah,
and he
you said he
passed away.
passed it. He passed the test and
And they gave my mom the chief spousal pay.
Damn, that's it. Respect the OGG fish.
Yeah, man.
Shit, like he passed away. He passed away in '96, and my mom ain't worked since.
Yeah,
With that bread, yeah.
but this is what I'm saying. Yeah, when you make the right moves as a father, those right moves are to make sure that when you're gone, because I always say, like, regardless, I'm saying, when I go, my ambition, and has always been, because I've seen it with what my parents couldn't leave me, or my grandparents couldn't leave me, or their great grandparents couldn't leave me. Don't get me wrong. I can go to the West Indies tomorrow, go home to the island. I got a house, right? I got a couple of houses, from the family. So I'm always got somewhere to stay.
Hey, who that guy?
But
I had. Oh, that my boy. That making sure you put your new Avi on there, boy. You fucked me up with your new little Avi. Well, yeah, go ahead, SSC. I just had to make sure we didn't get no booty check.
I mean, next thing you know, you got some man showing his ass. So that's crazy. That was crazy.
No respect.
So,
you motherfuckers ain't got no respect.
Yeah, man, crazy. So, like I was saying, like I always thought that they couldn't leave me what I saw. The white children. I'm gonna say white children because here it's black, white. But it's black or white. Either you're black or you're white, or you're ethnic minority or you're white. So you could be Greek, or you could be Italian, or you could be Spanish, or you could be Gypsy, or whatever. Yeah, you're black now because that's how they're going to treat you. They're going to treat you the same way they treat me, right? So that's how we carry ourselves. So, but I always saw the white children, like you turn around, you'll be in school, and it's like, oh, my nan passed away. And they'd be like, yeah, I've got some inheritance.
A fucking trust fund, and what is what is a trust fund?
What's inheritance?
What the hell is that? Generational wealth, bro. Generational fucking wealth, dog. That's my main goal. And you know what I mean? To what you were saying in the beginning of it, like I feel like we have one job as father. Once you become a father, bro, you have one job. Create generational wealth, or make sure, I would say, leave something behind. That's the goal. If you ever to get yourself to the point where you can leave something behind, because how it's set up, bro, we're destined to be in debt and die fucking in debt. If you look at the debt that America is in, it's like it's like a fucking straw in a haystack, creating this shit on your own if you don't get it from generational wealth. You're not born into this wealthy shit. You one person amongst billions who trying to create generational wealth. So the odds of that happening is slim to fucking none. You gotta goddamn be on some shit like we on right. No sleep. I'm working every motherfucking night. You know what I'm saying? I'm squeezing every dollar out of life that I can while I can to create that. Yeah. That's what you got to do if you're not born with it. That's how I see the shit. You see what I'm saying?
It has to start somewhere, right? And I look at it like this. Our parents of our generation went through all the shit. So our grandparents went through the real hard stuff. Yeah.
What? Because they had the opportunity to create the goddamn.
Well, they didn't have rights. Yeah. As black, it's the same as you didn't have rights. There were no rights in the UK. There were no rights in the West Indies. Like my parents and grandparents would tell you, if you were my color skin and you wanted a job in the West Indies, it weren't happening for you. Right? If you were light skin, or mixed race, you're okay. You'll get a job at a bank or whatever. But if you're my skin, you're a cleaner or whatever. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the same goes for in the UK. It was a struggle. So they went through, there were no equality laws, didn't exist. The same as it didn't exist for many until the late 70s for America, the same for the UK. Yeah. There were no equality laws. Up until the late 90s, think about it, the late 90s, right? We had the Stephen Lawrence case where a young black guy got stabbed up by a bunch of white dudes, right?
Right.
In the UK. They investigated it. It turns out that the policemen investigating it were friends with the guy's dad. So when they were investigating it, they were trying to sweep it under the carpet, say the black youth was starting a thing or whatever. He was doing, he's a roadman or whatever. This kid was a good kid. Yeah, this kid was a uni youth, so he wasn't onto nothing. Do you see what I'm saying? He was just sitting at a bus stop with his friend. The white dudes walk up, stab him up, they killed him.
Hey, for my American homies, if you don't catch the drip, a uni youth is a schoolboy, pretty much.
Yeah, schoolboy. So if you went to college in America, that's what we call university, right? So at the end of the day, stabbed him up. He died, passed away. They did a massive investigation. It took years. The turnout in the investigation was that the institutional racism throughout the police force. Institutional racism, not just racism, institutional. That's top to bottom.
All kind of nigga. It was once I went on my little woke trip or my little quest for knowledge or all that. A couple years back, man, I was in my mid-20s.
Yeah.
Well, no, early 20s, because I went on this motherfucking seeking knowledge trip. As soon as I figured out that I was bringing another child into the world, I was like, okay, I need to figure out what the hell am I, who am I, how this shit work and operate. So I was just really, really seeking knowledge, bro, seeking all the knowledge that I could find. And that's when I became woke, in my early 20s. And once I going through that, you discover systematic prejudice, systematic racism. You, like you said, what's
institutional
racism.
That means institutional everywhere, through everywhere.
Then you realize it's a such thing. It's the difference in between prejudice and racism. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? And both of these shits go hand in hand, but it's definitely a motherfucking difference.
Yeah,
bro. And you realize all this shit, and then it's like, okay, all this shit been going on before I was born. All this shit been going on way before me, way after me. And hold on, you telling me it's a family or a network of people who just rich as fuck, and it's been like that for the motherfucking longest, and possibly that's who running this shit.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing, right? So this is why I'm not racist, and this is the exact reason why. Racism is a tool used by the rich to separate the poor white people from the poor black people. Right?
Talk that shit.
Yeah. So it's a tool to separate the poor white people from the poor black people. Right? Because if I had lots of money, yeah, I could walk up to those same racist white dudes or the same rich white dudes and we're having a conversation because I got money. Yeah. But yet they're turning around to these poor white dudes and saying, well, yeah, the reason you ain't got a job is because the black dudes. That's not the reason why. That's not even close. That's not even close. Right? When I started
shit about them too.
Yeah. They're talking shit about them. They treat them like shit. They got them in. And this is what I was saying. The other day, I was having a conversation on Twitter.
You know what? No, just to add to what you're saying about not discriminating, I don't discriminate because money don't motherfucking discriminate. Because I tell you what, just like we just sitting here talking right now, like, granted, it's a difference between a poor white person and a poor black person. The poor white person may have opportunity to goddamn change that, at least for itself. Motherfucker might not reach, he may or may not reach generational wealth, but that poor white person got more of a chance of goddamn doing that shit than the black person. That's, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna know that fact, right?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
This is it, right? It was hard enough because when I left school, I remember leaving school, right? Leaving school at 16. This was, I guess, secondary school for us, right? We leave at 16 rather than you guys, you leave high school at 18. We leave that kind of school to go into college and then university. So we have a 2-year gap to go to an intermediary, which is called college here, right? So I then started looking for work, right? My white friends were getting jobs. Right, and I was willing to do anything, work in a grocery store, as you call it, which is whatever. And this is where the guys were going to get work. So I said, that's what I'll go and do. I'll try. I tried everywhere, CVs everywhere, nothing. right? The Stephen Lawrence case happened, and there was an investigation. I mean, throughout the UK, in every organisation to address institutional racism. Yeah, and they had to look at it, had to define it, had to have a look at themselves, because every company had to do it.
Right.
Why? Because they were all institutional racist. Imagine that every organization within the UK suffered from institutional racism.
So how the fuck you gonna come up unless you get it on your own? Like,
so God bless.
You gotta become the institute. Like that same shit Dame Dash be talking about. Like, fuck working your way up through the institution. Dame Dash would say become the institution or create your own institution. And that go back to what I be saying, like, bro, I don't discriminate because money don't discriminate. Cause what I do know is it's a lot of systematic, institutional, and a whole, bro, it's a million ways to keep a motherfucker down, keep a foot on their neck, like my nigga saying in the chat. But one thing about it, cuz, if you get to the point where you got enough money, you surpass all that shit, and it's only one language.
Yeah,
it's only one language, cuz, that everybody understand.
Green, you know what I'm saying? The green,
big motherfucking bank. It don't matter what language you talk, nigga. If I put out a knot that goddamn big, you finna start talking to me different.
And this is it, right? And the only way for us to get it, the majority only way for, if there's no jobs, you can't employ me, right? Where do I go? Where do I go? Because you won't employ me. I can't get a job, right? I don't want to be on social services. That leads me nowhere, because I know where that's going to end up, right? I know exactly what's going to end up there. I'm just going to get nowhere, right? So what do I have to turn to? I have to turn to crime. I have to turn to do whatever.
It take a certain set of skills. It take a certain set of skills, because you got to mix everything that you know and go. Everything that you know, legal and illegal, and go.
And go.
Because when you got to go. Everything that you know, go apply that shit and fucking go, cuz.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do. And this is what a lot of our community find themselves in, right? Because there's no alternative. They're not being given the opportunity, right? So we then start out on that road. So we get that little paper. We're able to better ourselves slightly,
right?
Yeah, and then when we better ourselves slightly, people view us differently because we got a little money.
Damn right. Yeah? You can't talk to me the same. I don't work too hard for you to talk to me like I ain't shit.
Yeah, because we're not. Yeah, I'm saying we're not turning up to the job in, say, like the old Datsun with the door hanging off or whatever. We're turning up in the Merc or the BM or whatever. Yeah, I mean, and it's the first thing. Listen, when I went for my job, the first thing, I turned up, and you know it, innit? Like they turn around and like they say, "Oh, we saw you pull up in your BMW." So, when do you get that? Do you see what I'm saying?
Goddamn, they don't even matter.
When I got that. Right. It's your business, right?
It don't even matter, boy. You go back to your motherfucking you go back over there with your motherfucking whatever the fuck you driving.
Whatever you're driving, you know what I'm saying? So
go back over there. I don't even know what you driving. I'm in this bin. You know what I'm driving, but I don't know what you driving. That lets you know right there how this shit. Like, God, am I not supposed to be driving it? Are you surprised that I'm driving this motherfucker? Why is it a problem that I'm driving this motherfucker?
Because he's driving the minivan, because he's got 3 kids and he's got a wife and whatever. Right. You know what I'm saying?
But and how I see it, you know what? How I see it, you're put here to motherfucking reproduce, and you're put here to do that. Why the fuck you can't have both? You better, man, put yourself. I just feel like, man, work is something about working, bro. It's something about working. I believe in, if I do something, if I exert my energy to a productive place, that I'm gonna receive something for that.
It's 110%.
I just believe in it. It's a law of attraction. I don't give a damn what the fuck am I doing, who I'm working for, what contract I'm under. As long as I'm putting my energy and my time and putting my best foot forward in a productive place, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna get production, like,
and this is it. This is it.
Production. You just got to move in a productive way.
And this is it. I think for years, right, I went through that process, which is, you know what? I got to work because I want to earn some money, because I wanted to get a mortgage. Yeah, the bank wants to know where my money's coming from at that point, right? The bank needs to know where my money's coming from. So I got to get legit work, right? So I got to be
Damn
in
right.
the
I gotta do this
system.
shit the right way, you
I
motherfucker.
got to do this shit the right way. They're not going
If
to
I
take
wanna
my
live
money.
all the way nice, I gotta do this shit right
Yeah,
way.
I got.
Can't
Yeah, I'm
put
saying.
everything in my baby mama name because this bitch might switch up. So yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna live
let
right
50
now.
gone. Yeah, I'm saying. And
Right.
the one thing my mum told me, and no disrespect to the ladies listening and the ladies listening to rewatch, this is my mum. She told me, right? So yeah, I mean, this is my mother. This comes from my mum. She said, Tyrone. She said, "You're my child, but when you get older, you've got to put yourself in a position where you're never homeless." The only way to do that is to make sure you've got your own house, your own car, and you sorted yourself. Take care of yourself, because you never want to be in a position where someone else can tell you, get the fuck out.
That's some real shit. Hey,
Right?
boy, that's a
And
mom
that's from
dude
my
for
mum.
you, ain't it? That's
That's
my
from my
mom
mum.
dudes told me, bro. This is what she told us growing up, and I told you she raised us pretty much about like how you said your brother be going. She raised us like roadmen, cuz. But she told us, fucking, I don't give a damn what y'all do. I just want to live to see the day that you can take care of yourself. As long as you can take care of yourself in this world, that's all I want to see. And now, you know what I'm saying? She didn't even how she was living, bro. My mom was a real life rock star. My mom be living how these niggas rap. You know what I'm saying? So her whole thing was just seeing us grown. She didn't think that she would make it this far. Now that she did, she done cleaned herself up, got her shit together. Now it's like, okay, now I want to be here for the grandkids, and that is a beautiful thing, bro.
Yeah,
That's really
and
a
this is
beautiful
it.
thing because I can relate to that. I didn't even think that I would make it to see 21. 21 was not a real. Was not like I'm gonna be 21. What? I didn't see that shit happening.
My brother told me, yeah, at the tender age of 17, he says, if you carry on, you won't see 21. I'm still here now.
God damn. Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and I'll tell you how it happened. This is a God's honest truth, right? It was my 18th birthday, and I woke up and I said, I'm going to change. Right? I'm going to change. I'm going to find a way to do it. I said to myself, I'm going to change. I woke up, got up the next day after my birthday, went out, started doing things slightly differently, acting slightly differently, moving slightly differently.
Talking
Not taking.
Talking to God. I can't even fuck with you today, bro. Goddamn.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying?
Hey, my homie up here, I don't even fuck with you too tough, but I'm finna start fucking with you because I like how you be moving. Yeah.
And so this is it, right? My homie, Mickey, yeah, he's a white dude. He saw how I was moving. And he had an apprentice role as a photographer at his place. Right? And he goes, listen, he's like, I took some photos of him. He said, listen, I showed them to my boss. He likes them. Why don't you come for an interview? Went and had the conversation with his boss, got a job, moved on, worked. He didn't pay the paper I wanted. By the time I had a child, I had to get another job. Right?
Right.
So, but for more paper, because you got the babies to feed. You see what I'm saying? But we're still hustling on the side. We were throwing parties left, right, and center, doing little nightclub things, doing whatever we needed to do, doing
no
DJ
sleep.
work.
Ain't no sleep going on.
Ain't no sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Sleep for rich people, man.
You just got to hustle. And this is it. If you got, and anyone who's got a job, my advice to you is get a side hustle.
Fucking right, man. You better not be content with that little bit ass check, huh?
Don't get content with the check.
It's not enough. That one fucking man, it's called multiple revenue streams. Yeah, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Multiple. The more the merit, as many as you can manage. I will put it to you that way. As many as you can properly manage. Multiple revenue streams.
And when you got a little money, when you got a little money, just a little money, it doesn't take a lot to invest. Go and buy some shares, whether it's Google, Apple, Nike, whatever. Go and buy some shares. That's my advice. That's my number one advice. Whatever you do, yes. How many in the pairs of Nike have you got? If you sold all your Nikes tomorrow, how much could you get for it?
Probably got enough. These shoes. I forgot what Nike shares hitting on. Last time I looked, what was they? Was they past 100 still?
Yeah.
It was like 2 something. I want to say, bro. I want to say like in between 2 and 3, but I may be confusing Apple.
Yeah.
Because I got all them shit. I got like the Apple, Google, Twitter, fucking all the tech, pretty much all the tech shit.
Yeah.
Then the sneakers up on the tech, and then you know what I'm saying. That's how I follow the shit. I always go with tech first, cause
tech first, and then look at your shoes because I buy a lot of shoes, right? And I said to myself the other day, do you know what? If I, instead of buying all these shoes behind me, right, I bought shares, I would have had an even bigger payout than what's sitting behind me. Yes, they've gone up in value on the StockX market or whatever.
Yeah. But you don't have multiple shoes. You only have one of each shoe. Fuck around with them shares. You might have 5 shares that you done bought for $40 and them shits done.
And every year they pay out. Every year you get a dividend payout of those. Hey, they give you some money just for holding.
Hey, bro, what I'm trying to tell niggas, hey, that Robinhood app, that is the best entry level way for this stock market shit in the world. They got it so fucking simple, bro. Like, now I don't try to advertise myself as the smartest guy in the world, but obviously from the presentation that I carry myself, which y'all niggas know I ain't slow a little bit. When I tell you this shit is stock market for dummies, like I'm sitting on this app. I was on that shit all night looking up different stocks in the last past 5 years, just looking at the trends and how the shit go up and how the shit go down. And bro, I literally I put 3 stocks in the watch, and I've been watching these 3 stocks in the past week. And if I would have bought one share of those 3 stocks, just off my little bit of knowledge alone that I've been looking at watching stocks for the past 5 years, just going over all of them, looking at their trends. Bro, I done missed out on $200 on 3 fucking shares, cuz. 3 different stocks, looking at these shits like, damn.
Yeah. But imagine all of those.
But it's what you're saying. Like, you definitely got to have it to invest. Like, shit.
You got to, because it's not about you.
You got to have it, bro.
Yeah, because if you want to leave something that's going to grow in value for your grandkids, yeah,
you got to charge that shit to the game. But you know what? Our problem is, man, we don't address it. I don't address it as much, but how we self-medicate, right? A lot of us, for one, can't afford proper prescription and diagnosis for our problems. We all have problems upstairs, or either literally health problems, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So we self-medicate, right? That self-medication turns to addiction.
That's a problem.
Definitely a problem. But the worst part about it don't matter which route you go, no matter if you self-medicating or put prescription medication, you're going to end up dealing with the addiction factor. So we're medicating ourselves, no matter if it's cigarettes, alcohol, beer, liquor, fucking Percocets, Molly Percocet. It don't matter what the fuck you're doing. We are all self-medicating, trying to heal something that's broken within us, physically or mentally. If a motherfucker could manage that alone, you know how goddamn much money there would be. Like, I seen everything that y'all see behind me is because I stopped smoking cigarettes.
Yep.
Everything that you see, literally, I haven't smoked the Newport in, I want to say, bro, I haven't smoked the Newport maybe 5-6 years, bro.
Yeah.
Granted, I will goddamn put a black in my bong and goddamn act like I'm smoking. You know what I'm saying? I hit a black out my bong sometimes.
Yeah.
Not saying that I'm perfect, but I'm not spending goddamn $6-7 every day buying a pack of Newports every fucking day. That shit adds up. People just blame it as we just write it off as an addiction or whatever the case, but that's self-medicating too, because we're trying to stimulate ourselves. We're trying to stimulate something that's disrupting our natural order, our natural being. Something that's fucking us to the point where nigga like, fuck it, I'm finna smoke one.
That's an easy 10K, yeah. This is it, all right. When I gave up
cigarettes, just cigarettes. Now imagine, I do my little drinking on the weekend, but imagine if I didn't even drink beer. I literally just drink on the weekend, maybe every other weekend. Y'all don't see me on this motherfucker drink every night, every weekend. Drunk Davy is occasional, once or twice a month. But I could cut that out, and in the long run, in 6 months, that's another pair of goddamn shoes or two, or a share. You see what I'm saying?
And this is, I think I'm at the age where like I'm thinking about more investments. Yeah, I'm saying, because I look at it like my boy is turning 23 tomorrow. Well, this morning. I better message him. And I'm just thinking, well, I've made certain investments for his future already, but I want to be able to make more, right? I want to be able to leave that generational wealth, something of value. So when they're all growing up, they've got a little something. Yeah, I'm saying I want to leave more than my parents or my grandparents ever left me. Yeah, I mean, I just want to put them in a better position, and that just takes time. That just takes time, and it takes someone to do it. We have to have the will to do it. The will, and obviously the money. We have to make the money in whatever way we can.
Got to.
But the safest way to do it is within the system. Yeah, within working environment, within the system.
But you know what, bro? The crazy thing is, we'll take a chance on the block. We'll chance our freedom, and we'll risk not seeing our family. We'll risk not seeing our motherfucking children at the drop of a dime, because it's easy as shit, bro. It's easy as shit. All I gotta do is meet this motherfucker, put the money in my motherfucking hand. You know what I'm saying? Give him what he want. Or slime his dumb ass if he playing with me. This is all physical. This is all shit that I can control. This is all manual. This ain't, bro. This shit is so motherfucking easy, right?
Sometimes it's a choice.
But the thing is, it's the fucking choice. Motherfucker, you can take that same shit and, like you saying, make it legal, bro. You can do this shit legally and do the same fucking shit. It's harder. It's hard. You're gonna lose some sleep. But
well, like you said, right?
That same pressure and do this. It is easy, but nigga can take that same motherfucking mentality and put the pressure on the legal game. Like, y'all motherfucker finna respect my grind. Y'all finna respect my brand. You finna do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a confidence. It's a movado. You know what I'm saying? It's a way to. It's hard to find the words for it, but you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take your point, right? Because like, if you look at what you said about self-medication, and this is a prime example. Self-medication. We self-medicate. For us, I'm West Indian. We smoke weed, right? That's the first thing we go to smoke, self-medicate. I'm West Indian. So that's what we go to, right? That's the go-to for us, right? If, right? And I say it like this, yeah. In America, you've got a very, very good opportunity now where they've made it that it's legal. Or at least decriminalized, right? In many states. Right?
Slowly,
but think about it. Everyone who could have done it as a entrepreneur from the black community, a lot of them have been criminalized before they made it decriminalized.
Fact.
What does it stop them from then doing? They can't be involved in the business.
Systematic. That's the systematic part.
Can't be involved. If you've got a criminal record, you can't be involved in the business.
Right. If you got a felony, it's like, okay, you're not gonna get no business loans. You can't fucking vote. It's like you ain't even a fucking citizen. You pretty much just here so you don't get fired. Like, you're here, but you're not no citizen. You don't got no rights. You gotta do a fuck ton of shit that the average person is not willing to do to reclaim their rights once you get that stripe on you.
And this is it. So they try and criminalize you, so you can't profiteer from the community action. If you look at, I was reading the other day that a lot of the companies in America who actually control the weed business, not one of them is black owned. Think about that.
Not a goddamn one of them. And they still dealing with federal shit. They on the sneak. It's getting a little bit more lenient now. The more they decriminalize, it's like But shit, I still hear stories about dispensaries here and there getting raided by the feds if they ain't running that shit. If they ain't on it with them taxes. See, that's the thing about it. It's like, okay, we're gonna let you run your money. We're gonna let y'all niggas get money, but if you slip a little bit, we raiding that shit. We want the money and the dope. You know what I mean? They gonna keep the motherfucking dope.
It's the same here, right?
Right.
I work, as I said, I work for myself. The only person I make sure I pay is the tax man. You know what?
Al
Because I
Al
don't give up,
Harrison.
bruh. If
Oh,
they
what you
can
talking
take
about,
down,
Al?
listen,
Hold
listen,
up. Why before we leave the stock and shit too? Like while we bullshitting, bro. Like
yeah,
weed stocks are literally less than $2. Like motherfucker can
yeah.
buy in crazy weed stocks
Up in some
right
of those,
now
help in
for
some
less
of those,
than $2.
up in some of those all day, right? Because I look at it like this, right? Like I look at this. The reason why I pay my taxes is simple. I'm a big gangster fan. I grew up, yeah, I'm ghetto. So, but when I heard, listen, the baddest man on the planet, who I think is one of the baddest men in the planet, to me, who I respect, yeah, as when I was growing up as a road youth, Al Capone, my hero, right?
Nice.
Al was my hero, right? Al was my hero. I wanted to be Al. If I was gonna be cool, I was gonna be gangster. I was gonna be Al Capone. That's how I wanted to run my shit, right? Man, they didn't get him on the murders. They didn't get him on the liquor runs. They got him on taxes, man.
Oh, fucking taxes. Oh, fucking taxes, cuz.
Pay your
It
taxes,
was like, you
fam.
know what? We can't touch you on none of this shit, but you
Yeah,
didn't goddamn break bread with us, motherfucker. Break bread to fake
yeah,
dead. Let's go.
yeah.
Break bread
You
to
gotta
fake
pay your
dead.
taxes, man.
You and when he said it was no white people that own the weed thing, Al Harrington, the former NBA player, he owned
He
Is
probably
it?
that's
like
probably
land.
new though. For how long? This new
Like
shit.
since it started, because he the first one to before David Stern died, they had like a documentary on YouTube where he finally got him one on one at his crib and was
Do he
talking
own
to him
he the
about how
soul? I don't know. He like a partner with somebody.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes it's a front. I'm talking because it was a conversation. I think it was with it may have been with Seth Rogen and one of those guys and a couple of guys in the business who earn the big money, right? No, actually, no, it was a Dame Dash interview,
Yeah.
and Dame Dash is trying to get into it, and Dame Dash is trying to get into it, and he was
Yeah, he
talking.
trying to get his little goddamn little strain going. He a little
Yeah,
pothead.
no, I'm saying, do you know y'all know who Al Harrington is?
Yeah, I know the
no,
NBA player. The
Yeah,
bald head
like he
motherfucker,
owned
you play for Indiana, right? Hello. Sneaker Fast said, to be fair, they couldn't catch him on anything. Talk about Al Capone. Damn right, they couldn't catch him. Al Capone, that nigga, cuz.
he
Hello,
my
Al
you
guy.
need at least
Al's my guy.
200. Fucking right, he is. You need at least 25,000 minimum. Oh, 750 max. Gotcha. But hell yeah, man. Al Capone with that guy. Hey, man. I love a criminal that didn't get caught. Them my favorite. I love non-violent criminals that didn't get caught. How can you beat those? That's the real life Robin Hoods of the world, bro.
Yeah,
Those are the real life Robin Hoods or non-violent criminals. But when you're dealing with drugs, it's like, damn, we destroying families and some whole other shit. But still, it's still other goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, but even that it carries some violence, I guess.
Yeah.
In this day and age, it carries some sort of violence. I
Yeah,
think
Al
the
Capone
only
probably
kind of
fucked some niggas up. Don't get it twisted.
yeah,
Like, I'm pretty sure he
yeah,
fucked a couple motherfuckers up. He just
yeah,
ain't get caught
yeah.
for it.
At the end of the day, I think the only non-violent crime you got to be an accountant, right? Non-violent crime, you got to be an accountant, right? They're doing non-violent, yeah, because they're finessing the system and
But them motherfuckers
smuggling it off
slimy
somewhere.
as hell, ain't they? They
That's what
slime
I'm
like,
saying.
ooh, hey,
That's what I'm saying. They're the ones
a
to watch
motherfucker
for.
who know how to really crunch numbers, bro.
Yeah.
And they're trusting you. Like, I'm not looking at this shit. You got this shit. Make sure this shit right. Make sure it go how it's supposed to go. Man,
So
God
always count,
damn.
make sure you count your paper when the accountant does the books. Yeah, even me now, I'm always watching my accountants. Like, what?
Bro, I'm just trying to get to the level where I have an account. You see what I'm saying? It's like
it takes time. Hold on, one sec, my phone's going off.
you gotta get there. You gotta get there. Like, nigga, I'm getting so much money. I need somebody to help me count this shit. That you see what I'm saying? That's a level of life right there, bro. It's really levels to this shit. I'm just at the level to where I'm living really, really comfortable, and it's nothing materialistic. Like I'm gonna have to work my ass off for it. But as far as materialistic things go, I ain't tripping on none of that shit. I'm getting that shit long as I put in the work. I'm at that level. Now I'm trying to get to the level where we got extra money and I got money to invest. And you know what I'm saying? I'm right I'm looking at that. I see that light at the end of the tunnel. Then after that, generational wealth, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because at the point, I feel like at the point where you got an account, my nigga, you rich. That's rich.
No, it's not rich, David. It's not rich. Listen, there's a different level of rich. See, we all mistaken. We all think we know.
No, I know the difference between rich and wealth, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's definitely different levels of rich. So yeah, break that down for me.
Yeah. There's different levels. There's different levels, right? So because you got a little paper, you can afford like certain things, a little car, a little house, or whatever. You're not rich, right? Even if you get to the point where maybe you got $1 million, you're not rich.
That's
even if you get 10 million, you're not rich.
Hood rich like a motherfucker. So
Jeff Bezos is rich.
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos is rich. They're rich. Yeah, when you're a billionaire, you're rich. Yeah, because that's a different kind of level. That's the level, like when you're Abramovich, who's a Russian billionaire, you're rich. Because you know why? You can buy and sell companies wholesale, not a problem.
God.
Right?
Hold on. My nigga said buy and sell companies wholesale.
Yeah.
Hold on, cuz. Yeah, that's a whole different kind of level of balling right there, bro. Like, hold on. Like, that's you fucked me up when you said the word company, like a whole company, nigga. Buy and sell a company wholesale. No, that's wealthy, my nigga. That's past rich. That's way past rich.
No, that's rich.
Hold on, maybe we got different. Maybe we may have different opinions, or maybe how I perceive rich may be way different. Like, goddamn, what I see as wealthy is you're rich, and your wealthy may be goddamn. Fucking, you know what I'm saying?
To me, listen, even if I had like a couple milli, right? I wouldn't class myself as rich, because you know why? That means I can survive. Not a problem. Okay, right. I can do certain things. I got a friend. He won the lottery. He won £1 million on the lotto. He came from the ghetto this year, right? And he won the lottery, right? He's I won't class, even though he's got paper, he's got a couple properties, he's making money. It means he can maneuver in a certain way, to make sure that, but he's still got to work.
Yeah.
Or he go crazy. Yeah. The difference is Jeff Bezos doesn't need to work. He won't go crazy. Yeah. If Jeff Bezos, he goes to a couple of meetings a month. Yeah. That's
damn. Koch. Look at the Koch brothers. They own everything. Yeah. That sound like motherfucking Rothschilds and all them niggas. Rockefellers.
Yeah. That's rich.
Koch families.
That's proper money.
That's wealth. That's motherfucking. That's wealth. Hell yeah.
That's proper money.
They got it. They got it.
Yeah. So when you're in a situation where you're like, you know what? I went into Nike the other day. Imagine if you went into Nike and you're in there, and as a black man, you know, you get the usual, they think I'm gonna rob the place.
Yeah.
Right? They think whatever. Yeah. So you get annoyed, you get upset. You go and you buy enough Nike shares that your face appears as a director or a board member at Nike, because you got that money, because you bought half the company. Now you're rich.
Yeah. Hell yeah. That's rich.
Now you're rich, right? Because when someone annoys you in a certain way, it don't matter. If say your neighbor annoys you.
So with these motherfuckers who run around talking about they rich, they really ain't rich. They might be balling. They might be balling, but they ain't rich.
They're not
rich.
They're
just balling. They're just balling a little bit.
Yeah, you just see what I'm saying? Like, rich is a different thing to me. Like, I look at rich differently now. Yeah. So you could go, if I could go, and I could buy every house in my street.
Yeah.
And I kick everyone
that's
out.
Fucking wealthy.
That's rich.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. That's rich. Yeah. When I can do that, that's rich. Yeah. Man. Not just my house, not just next door. I want every house.
Bro, I'm just trying to get my motherfucking pockets, like my heart and how I feel. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know how a lot of people say, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people are rich or poor at spirit or poor at heart.
Yeah.
Me personally, if I could operate in this world without money, I'd be totally fucking fine. Cause I always been the type of person who never really value money. I always value relationships. I always would value people. I always value my connection with the people that I value. Like
100.
the people that I love, I much rather have a strong bond and connection with the people that I love than be stupid motherfucking rich. And that's kind of, I think that may have been my problem as a youth. Like, goddamn, I probably should have been on that sack a little bit harder. But you see what I'm saying? Like, leading up to all of that and where I am right now, I really got everything exactly how I want it, except for my motherfucking finance. So that's
But that
the,
comes,
you know what I'm saying?
man. That comes. I'm telling you, that comes. That just takes time. Like everyone says, like
Yeah.
Damn D's a great example, right? Damn D's a great example.
Motherfucker get damn D hell, but I really love that move of how he fixed this credit and all that shit.
There
Like
you go.
that was the dopest shit that nigga ever. To me, I was like, okay, all of the trolling you did, all of that shit, bro, I get that shit a pass because it ain't like he went and did that shit and like, just went and stunned on niggas. He was like, no, nigga, I'm finna fix my goddamn credit. Like,
number one.
Bro, that was the illest shit that nigga ever did. That's why damn deal, I always had my respect for that.
Fire. I think that deserves a round of applause for D, man, because
right.
that's what you should be doing. That's what
everybody, bro. That me definitely. That's my goddamn goal, nigga. If I'm really hitting it like that and getting them checks, oh yeah. First thing first, let's get this credit score popping. Let's get this credit score.
Yeah, you got because everything. That's the only thing that matters to them. It matters to the banks, right? The banks control. Because when you look at it, if you want to be rich, who controls the money? The banks. We don't control it. They make it up, right? You all know that. If you've been listening, you've been watching these podcasts, or you've been watching these fiat currency and how it actually works, they control, make up the figures, make up the money. There's no real thing as money. It's all fictional within the banks, right? That they make up because there's nothing to back.
What's fucking crazy is like your credit score is the real money, and the money is credit. The shit is it's fucking backwards. It's like, okay, you can have all this money in the world, bro. You can show me $1 million right now. You can't get shit if your credit score ain't right. So literally, your credit is the fucking money. Your credit is the real money, and that money that that dollar ain't shit.
Yeah,
I guarantee a nigga might look at me crazy as shit, right? And be like, a motherfucker might look at me crazy, but if a nigga asks me right now, would I rather have 5,000 cash that I don't owe a fucking soul, or 20,000 or 10,000 credit? I'm gonna go with the credit.
Yeah.
Because I know how to hustle, right? I know how to motherfucker hustle. Like with that 5,000, that's just gonna be enough to goddamn get the bills paid for this month and get the food in the house type shit. With that motherfucking 10,000, I can take that other 5 and get me something to flip with and goddamn pay these motherfuckers back, break even, and then I'm still in the game. We back rolling. You know what I'm saying?
Because what happens? What happens when you have that credit? So how credit works, right? So right, this is when I was looking to get a house or whatever. One of the things they said is, oh, well, you got money, but you don't have a credit card, so you don't really have a great credit score. It's like, yeah, because I don't need one.
Right? I'm balling. Fuck you talking about?
Yeah,
man. What you talking about? Credit?
You don't have the credit like to match up to the paper. So I'm like, well, what do I do? Is obviously I had some loans or whatever, and they were paid off, right? But that's the only way it works. So I said, okay, let me take out a loan, blah blah blah, a small one.
Cause that money, that green money you got ain't good enough.
All of a sudden, right? All of a sudden, here's what happens, right? So they give me 5,000 on a credit card. I pay off, say, half of that within the time, right? So I've got and it just rolls over or whatever. So you put it down, you set it aside, you give them the money. Within 6 months, what you'll realize is that credit card, you'll get a letter. And it will say, oh, we're going to uplift your credit to 7,500.
Damn right. Some more money, nigga.
Some more money.
That shit better than the green dollar if you discipline. If you don't
Yeah.
fuck up, if you
You
have
got
this,
to pay it. You've got to pay it. You've got to pay it. You
got
have
to.
to pay it.
You can't. You
Okay.
cannot run off on the plug. That's the
Yeah.
motherfucking problem. They get that credit. They be like, oh shit, nigga, I'm finna run off the plug. Nigga like
Biggest
me, bro. That's why That's why I can sit up here and talk this street shit with y'all all motherfucking day and won't have to worry about getting G checked, and you ain't got to worry about nothing. I can really talk this shit fluently to y'all because one thing about young Davy, cuz when it comes to that motherfucking plug, bro. I ain't give a fuck about nobody in these streets but my motherfucking plug. The nigga who making sure I'm good, the nigga who making sure I'm straight and making sure my people straight. He number one.
Yeah.
That's your credit. Your credit is the motherfucking plug, cuz you cannot run off on the plug. You got to make sure your face good with the plug. Nigga, look, man.
Yeah, because
Hey,
the first
man,
time you
the
went to a
plug
minute.
love me, cuz still to that. And my credit in the street just as good as it was goddamn 4 years ago. My credit
Why?
is
Because
real
how's
good.
it? Yeah, and how's it start, right? And it's the same. It's the
Cause I
same.
treat the
Banking and
motherfucking plug like gold.
yeah. First time you go there, right? It's like, oh, you got to pay up front.
Mm-hmm.
When we see what you're doing now, it's like, oh, you come back. Okay.
Okay. He a regular shop. This motherfucking shop.
Yeah,
He gonna be in here every day. Let's fuck with it.
And my guy's flipping. So you know what? We're all making a bit of. You know what? Here what? You know what? Instead of
you coming every day, take this shit with you so you ain't got to be in my face every day.
And then come. And that's how it works. The same with banks. Exactly the same. Exactly the same.
But you gotta pay the plug.
You gotta pay
the motherfucking plug.
You gotta make sure they get their money. Yeah. Because
so
they like their money.
Niggas, look, all my trap niggas who ain't never seen nothing outside the scale, bro. You just don't even know. You have credit, my nigga. Like for real, you gotta you got a plug that's giving you way more work than any goddamn dope man in the streets right now. Cuz just lock in and figure out you something and figure out how you gonna pay this motherfucking bread, how you gonna pay the pub back. See, reason why I move like how I move, cuz if a motherfucker watch me, I'm not spending nothing on nothing that I can't goddamn get my money back for. Am I very passionate about all of this shit? Fucking right. I love every shoe behind me. I love every Funko Pop behind me. But you out your goddamn mind if I can't sell all of this shit right now, boy, that's wasted money. That I might as well bought weed. You see, I might as well smoked all this shit if that were the case.
100%.
Now I gotta make sure if worst case scenario, I can get rid of all this shit, all that shit, and I'm working to the level where I can goddamn get rid of a couple stocks on their ass too.
Yeah,
if necessary.
And that's the position I want everyone to get into, right? I would love to be in the position where we're all financially secure, and that takes time, right? That takes effort, it takes work, it takes time, and I want that for everybody.
That is a job. I feel like that is a job. That alone is a job, nigga. For one, you got to work to get the finances, but to learn how to manage that shit and be successful, that is a whole nother fucking job, bro.
Yeah, because we all know, right? We all know that we all like to spend the fruits of our labor.
You fucking and right. I ain't working for nothing.
We all like to spend the fruits of our labor, right? We all like to spend.
I ain't working. That's the motherfuckers ain't working for nothing. That's the problem. You know, that's the fruits of the labor, right? Motherfuckers want more fruit than the actual labor.
Yeah.
They want more
what
fruit
happens
than the labor.
Is the reason why we end up in the same job or we're stuck. And this goes for everybody. If you're watching this podcast now, if you're watching this conversation now, your problem isn't that you can't be rich. The problem is you're overspending, right? You begin to overspend whatever they gave you. Because you know what? When I was 16, 17 and I didn't have much money, and I was getting, I think it was like 8,000, 9,000 a year. I was surviving and I was living. I was partying
in a motherfucker too. Was you how happy was you? How happy?
Happy, man, happy, man. And it's not a lot of money,
nigga. I'm happy, nigga. The click good, nigga. I'm fucking hoes, nigga. I'm talking about what you. I'm living, road man. I'm living though.
Yeah, I'm a road man. I got the chops. I got the chain. You know what I'm saying? I got the good. My labor. But you know what? The only thing that I saw and that I didn't see now when I started getting money, right? When I started earning mad paper, a bit of mad paper during the contracting in IT, right? What I didn't do, yeah, I mean, instead of investments early or whatever, lucky enough, my mum said, "No, give me some money."
Mm-hmm.
I said, "What?" She goes, "You got to pay your way." I said, "All right, okay." So I give her a paper, and give her a paper.
Right.
So every time I got paid every month, I had to give her a paper, right?
Yeah.
But every weekend, I was I was going to the bars with the chicks, and I was buying them champagne cocktails. I was
I
smoking
got it. The
cigars.
nigga like,
I was saying, I was eating lobster. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm living. I'm out here living right now. Yeah.
yeah.
However, now, yeah, the difference is, so when it comes to getting my house, my mum said, "So how much money you got?" I went, "Well, I got whatever left over. I got some savings." She goes, "Well, lucky you gave me some blood clot money, innit?"
She saved it all for you.
You see what I'm saying? But I would have had double if I weren't doing the champagne cocktail. So what I'm saying is, when you get that little bit of money, that little touch, it's so easy to spend, because
Bro, you
that's the
know what's
first thing
yes.
we do. That's the
You know
first
what
thing.
though? That's something that's not taught, and that's something that I'm gonna take for this stream my damn self. You know what I'm saying? And even if I can't generate the wealth for my kids themselves, I'm gonna help them generate it for themselves by saving it for them. That is, you know, boy, that's some of the brilliant shit ever. I'm just finna invent something called dad tax. My kids,
There
soon
you
as
go.
they start making money, nigga, dad, you gotta pay dad tax. I don't give a fuck if they living with me or not. You gotta pay dad tax. Why? Because I'm alive.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yep.
mean? And not just to spend, and I'm a, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's some of the illest shit ever.
Trust me, she's a smart woman. That's what I'm
Bro,
saying. My
that's
mom's
some of the,
a smart
yo,
woman, bro.
salute the mom dudes, yo.
Yeah,
That's some of
salute
the
to
illest
mum,
shit
bro.
ever, for real.
Mums are smart like that, right? So she's like, "You got some paper, all right? Let me take some, like, because you're gonna need it at some point, right?"
Right.
And when I needed
The
it, she was there.
whole time you thinking like, shit, mom dudes goddamn want some bread, but this mom
Yeah,
dude, fuck it, nigga, I got it here, mom. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Take that money, because I got plenty right now.
Yeah,
You
I
know what
got
I'm saying?
this shit.
I've
You
plenty.
want some more? Hold on. You
Yeah,
want some more, mom?
yeah.
Here you go, cuz.
That's light work, because that's how I was rolling. It was crazy. You know what I'm
That's
saying? And plus,
real.
this is what I'm saying. When you're doing a day job and you got your side hustles, you're doing clubs, you're doing parties, whatever, you're making good money at that point,
Right.
because you're out there working, partying, doing everything that you can. So it gets to a point where partying and working that's when it becomes the same. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the same, and that's a problem.
That's when you're doing it right. Me too. I
Yeah,
feel like that's when you're doing it right. Like if you get to the point where you're working and it literally feel like you like you having a good time, you're doing it. You done find your calling. You find your passion.
yeah, and this is
This
it, and this is what
Discipline
IT
is
works
the
for
main
you.
thing.
Yeah, and that's it. Find something you love. Work is about finding something you love.
Man,
Find what you love to do. Too often we're stuck in jobs that we don't enjoy. We don't like it.
but and
And
there's nothing
we
wrong with that because sometimes I look at it as just a building block. You got to start
yeah,
somewhere, right? So
yeah.
take that motherfucking job, fund your passion until your
That's it.
motherfucking passion is funding you, and you go from there. Fuck the job,
One,
nigga. Like I'm making money off what I love to do now. Fuck that shit. You
there
out.
you go.
Give it
There you go.
110%. Be the best at what you're doing.
100. Exactly. That's the position we should all work to do. We should all
Bro,
work to do. It takes time. It's not easy. There's no easy road. But you know
right,
what? I look at it like this, right? If my grandparents and their grandparents had to fight slavery, I'm not a slave.
right.
I'm not getting whipped every morning to go out and work in a field. I'm
Nah,
not
hell
getting
nah.
beaten. You know what? If I think my life is hard, look back to your ancestors. That's hard.
It's supposed to be. Fuck it. It's
Their
supposed
life
to
was
be.
hard. Their life was hard. We've got it easy. There's a lot of
You know
stuff
what?
out here for us to do.
That's what I love now. You said it for me. And that's what I love about the times now more than anything. Man, I feel like it's easier now more than ever to change your situation if you're
100.
gonna put in the work. And like this whole year, like when I've been saying, I've been really bigging myself up and gassing myself up just to really attack the year, because it starts mentally, man. You gotta manifest these things. You gotta believe this shit. So
Yeah.
I've been constantly telling myself, this year finna be my year. I'm finna kick ass. I'm finna go hard. I'm finna put in the motherfucking work. But it ain't just me motherfucking running my mouth, bro. It is 3:21 where I'm at, and I still gotta wake up with my kids and cook them breakfast and shit in the morning and be a whole dad throughout the rest of the day tomorrow and do this shit again. But guess what? I fucking love this, what I'm doing right now, and I can see what we do, just us, this conversation, man. There's so many gems and so much game in this conversation we done gave. This shit, right? This conversation here is priceless, bro. This shit that they put in books. What we sitting here telling motherfuckers is the same shit that they put in books, my guy. So,
And at the end of the day, I hope that whoever, you guys listening, salute to you. But Davey, it's 3 o'clock for you. It's 8:22 a.m. for me. I've been up
right.
all night. I need to shower because
Hey,
I've got to get the shower. Got to message the boy, say happy birthday,
right.
and I've got to go and pick up the missus to go shopping because I did promise her. So, Davey, I do really love this conversation. It's been an
Me
absolute
too, bro.
blessing. God bless, one love. But Davey, I gotta go, homie.
Bro,
Yeah,
you know you welcome any motherfucking time. Anytime I'm walking the road, and you welcome, bro. This my platform is yours, my bro.
one love, brother. Thank you
Hey.
very much for being there, man, and keep up the good work. I love what you do. You know, I love what you do, right?
Man,
You know,
I appreciate you, bro. I
I
appreciate
love
you for keeping me honest, man. I know with guys like you watching and really appreciate what I do, I know that it put a kind of a sense of accountability on myself to not hit y'all with no fuck shit, for lack of better words. You know what I'm saying? It made me want to be better, man, and just keep it 100, man. Hit these folk with some good shit.
100. And salute to the chat. Thank you for spending your time
Hey,
listening to me and Davey.
hell yeah. Nah, they fuck with it, bro. They fuck with the shit. I got my guys just like me, man. It's like we don't put off, we ain't putting off like we the smartest motherfuckers, but when you peel the layers back, there's some substance on this side, bro. They fuck with this shit. They
Good.
gonna like this shit, bro. I'm telling you.
Good, man. Right, guys, thank you. But I gotta go. I need a shower.
Hey, catch you,
So,
bro. Enjoy your time, man. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here too. All my OGs, youngest, day ones, new members, like, man, I appreciate y'all. The son, I appreciate you being a motherfucker fly on the wall while me and the OG shoot the shit. I fuck with sneaker shopping therapy, bro. I really do, man. OG got a head full of game, obviously, man, and I just like shooting the shit back and forth with him. You know what I'm saying? I feel smart talking to him. But nah, all that dumb shit out the window, man. I really fuck with sneaker shopping therapy hard, and I would like to have more of those conversations. There's certain people, you know what I'm saying, that get me in spaces that I can't get in on my own. If it was just me on the panel by myself, nigga, we've been talking about more dumb shit. But as y'all can see, you know what I'm saying, in different crowds and in different rooms, I can adjust my damn self and hold the tempo. I fuck with my nigga SST though. I fuck with that conversation. God damn, that was a much needed conversation on this channel. Salute that boy, man. For real, for real. Hey, it's been a fast stream heat. You already know it. Goddamn Mel, I know you all about it. This shit would have been all up this shit would have been right up Kamikaze Cobra alley. Kamikaze Cobra would have honestly loved this shit, but he be on the fucking, that man be on he be on the problem side. I'm more or less on the solution side. Y'all see when me and Sneaker talk, when me and SST were talking, we're definitely addressing the obvious problems and the obvious fucked up shit that was going on, but we are more or less talking about solutions. Like, I fucking hate I'm more than aware that the problems are there. I'm all about talking about solutions and how you get past it and addressing the things that maybe motherfuckers don't want to admit to or maybe looking over. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of problems that we have that are really big problems that are not so obvious. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like we touched on a lot of that shit, man. Motherfucking credit, taxes, self-medicating, Motherfucking, bro, we was all over the place. I fuck with this shit, man. We gotta have some more of this shit, bro. For real, for real. Damn right, definitely need it, man. You know what I'm saying? No shots at sleep with it. We definitely had us some grown man talk today. So for real, we definitely had some grown man talk. And I'ma chill, bro. Y'all niggas got 2 streams and a dope ass video that me and Rooster shot to watch throughout the mall. I'ma catch y'all tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? I'ma definitely get me some rest in, nigga. I ain't even sleep. I ain't been sleeping. But I told y'all, bro, this year my year. And I believe in putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? So I'ma let y'all see me bust my motherfucking ass every night. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? You know how motherfucker, I was up 3 o'clock in the morning, I was up 4. No, y'all finna see me do this shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no capping when I'm telling you, bro. I'm finna outwork every last one of these niggas. I'm finna outwork everybody. That's just the plan, man. Put in the motherfucking work, and we'll worry about the fruits later. But right now, I'm only focused on hitting y'all with premium A1 content. I just hit y'all with 2 back-to-back gas-ass streams, nigga. A dope-ass product unboxing and a dope-ass conversation back-to-back, nigga. So, shit, the more, it's only gonna get better. On the more, I'm out there, bitch. Salute to everybody who fucking with me, man. Hello, thanks. I'm reading Human Sapien book 1 minute. Okay. Hey, man. Hey, time. When you get out, bro, go ahead and get you a microphone. You know what I'm saying? And pull up so you can drop some gems on us, bro. Because I already know you got some shit for these boys, man. I know you got some shit for these boys. And until you ready to tell your story, you know my platform is more than open for you to come and express yourself and vent and all that shit when you come out vacation, bro. I'm waiting on you. When you get out, get your microphone and get ready to hit the yard with us. We're gonna have a night yard, nigga. Talk that shit. Cause I know you got some game for a line, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But yeah, I'm out there, bitch, bro. Ma. Love y'all niggas, bro. For real love, man. Love y'all niggas. Pound of that with y'all ugly ass. Good night, man. Ma. 3 to the head. Get it, ain't Nick. I any bitch. Oh, there you go.